welcome to my home studio visit. This is where I make my metal smithing and jewellery work. It's under the house, it's your classic under the Brisbane house setup. Behind me you can see my soldering area. I have shapes over there, metal stakes and forms, various tools, sandbags for working on metal, and at the end there is a vise, which is one of the reasons we moved in, because it had this bench with the vise ready to go. In front of me is my jeweller's desk, and behind me various pieces that are going to be made into things. So it's a bit crazy in here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of different things in different stages of completion. It's a little bit semi-wild down here. There's creatures that come in and it's dust, but because the work is quite messy and there's fire involved and other substances like sticky pitch, you can't really do this really in a house so much. You need a space like this to do it. I have another space upstairs where I do drawing and writing, and I have another space where I can open up onto the garden, and that's where I do my ceramics. But this space is where I get all the metal things together and other elements like some of my ceramics that are going to become part of other things. I can make quite large things here. It just depends how I do it, and I've made components here for big sculptures before. I am hoping to finish my doctorate this year, so a lot of the work here at the moment is to do with that. I'm currently working on a necklace piece, which is a combination of cast and fabricated elements. These are the cast from life, little pods that I collected. That will be getting combined with this handmade chains I'm working on. So as you can see, there's various pieces, various components that will be all put together eventually. So that's one piece I'm working on. Some of the other things I make here are forms like this or this, copper and silver. There are two different methods there. Well, they both start with raising a form like this from sheet, which I do with the vise and the various shapes that I have, steel shapes and hammering. This one is raised repoussé and chasing, which is when I use the pitch that I was talking about, which is the pine resin pitch, which I have. For example, I have a piece over here that's in progress as well. So part of the reason I have so many different things in different stages is that they're very repetitive processes, so you don't want your body doing something, same thing for too long. Sometimes the pieces there's different stages, they need time, they need to clean in the pickle. Sometimes I just need to think about things too, and there's pieces with like this one, which has several elements coming together. So some of these, like, there's a bit of problem solving, and that's another reason they take a while. So I can think about how they're going to come together and how the work's ultimately going to work, going to function and going to work as an artwork. So a lot of this work is for my doctoral studies, which is about our relationships with the landscape, but specifically plants in the landscape that form part of our local environment. But they also form our built environment, and it's about broadly about our relationship with the land and our tendency as humans to exploit it, but also to understand how our society functions and with our relationship to the land as a resource, when it could be something much deeper than that. But it's always not always so serious. I do other things that are a little bit more playful. I mean, I enjoy doing all of it, but I've been making pieces for retail at the moment. So when I'm doing that, it's obviously a lot quicker than these major pieces and get more instant gratification. But also it allows me to experiment. So a lot of these pieces, I'm melting metal, taking it to the edge of order and chaos to get some good effects on the surfaces, and it just helps explore ideas in a bit of a lighter way, which often, usually it will feed back into the work, whether it's just practicing techniques or new ideas come up, because I don't want to be too static. But anyway, that's a quick snapshot of my crazy little studio under the house. There's a few creatures around, but if I'm in here, they keep their distance. So, it's been quite a good time for making, and I look forward to doing quite a lot more. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.